Hi everyone, doing a quick video. I'm doing grab and go celery. Grab and go celery is awesome to have around. When you're cooking, you're making your meal and you're putting different stuff inside. It's just nice to have it conveniently ready to go so you can just throw it inside the dishes. So dishes that you otherwise wouldn't have put it in just because it's simply there, like as if you have a Snicker candy bar there, or if you have, basically if you have a candy bowl there versus a fruit bowl there. You're going to be able to grab the fruit because it's nice and simple, or you're going to be able to candy if it's right there because it's quick, simple, and you can eat it. If you have this already cut up and ready to go, you'll put it in more dishes, which is healthy for your family. It's great, good for your body, and it's just nice to have on hand. So what I've done is, here's a lettuce here. What I did was I just took them all off, all the ones that look the nicest, and then this one right here, I actually could use it if I wanted to, but this will have kind of a different taste. You see the color of it? It'll have kind of a different taste. So for this right here, I've picked off most of it. I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, and I'm just going to use this when I make stock. So that's not going to get thrown away. I'm just going to use that for stock. Now what I'm going to do is, if you can see it, is dirty. So what I'm going to do before I even chop it up, I'm going to go ahead and rinse these off, and I'll be right back. I've washed it, and I thought about something. As far as the taste, because I'm going to be cooking with this, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to use a few more of it. Let me move the camera a little up. Oops, let me see if I can get it. Okay, remove it up just a little bit. I'm going to take this off too. And take this one off too. Even though it's a little different color, it's fine. And then the rest of this I'll go ahead and use for stock. So let me rinse these little pieces off as well, and I'll be right back. Alright, now whenever I'm using it, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the ends because I just don't cook with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the ends off. And you can use that for the stock as well when you're making your stock. And I have a video on that. You can just look at, J. Whitten 31 stock, and you can be able to find it. And the leaves that I have on here, they're fine because again, it'll either go in a soup or it'll go when I'm making some gravy. The next thing I do is I cut off the end on this side as well. So I'm just kind of stacking it like this so I can be able to get them all toward the end. There we go. Put that aside. And I'm not going to use these for my stock. I'm just going to go ahead and throw those away. But if you want to use them for stock, of course you're the cook, you can do what you want. But I don't want to, so I'm not. Normally, I'll have bought maybe 3 or 4 of them so I can be able to have it, and I'll put them inside bags so I can just be able to open up bags and just use it as I want to. But I only have one right now, but I figured, you know what, I'll just do a quick video so you guys can see what you can be able to do just to save yourself time. So this is the process where you can use your toys. You can either use your mandolin right now to cut it up, you could use your food processor to cut it up, or any gadget that you have, you could be able to use it at that time. But I'm just going to go good old faithful and use a knife. And you can cut up as thin or as small as you want it. Doesn't really matter. Remember, this is just so you can be able to grab it and throw it in whatever dish you're making. Push it aside. Oops. Push it up. Push the leaves away. That and just push it up, and then I'll just put it in a bag and I'll vacuum seal it. And I got bags for super cheap. I'll later on let you guys know where I got them from, but the bags are awesome because I can microwave in them, I can freeze them, as well as boil the bags, which is awesome. But you can also use just regular Ziploc bags. Of course, work it out. The whole point is just save yourself time. So right here I have lettuce, or not lettuce, but I have celery cut up, ready to go. I can throw it in soups, stews, gravy, or just throw it in if I'm cooking some meats, or I can just throw it in whatever it is I want to throw it in with. So let me go ahead and bag it up, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bag it up. I use these bags right here. And I'm gonna split it up into 2 bags. I'm not measuring it. I could. I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and just put it on in. And I'm going to put the way it's looking, I probably could put it all in one bag, but I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put it in 2 bags. So as I'm cooking, and since I'm going to seal it, when I open it up and I make it, I'll go ahead and get as much as I want, and then I'll take it back over to my food saver, and I'll use it. There we go. So So there we go. I have 2 bags. I put them in these type of bags, but of course you can put them inside of a Ziploc bag, keep it inside your refrigerator. These will keep in your refrigerator for like around a week, maybe a week and a half. Depending on, just check your refrigerator and check it out. Of course you can tell when it's bad because it goes brown and, you know, a different texture or whatnot. But just check on it. But it'll definitely last a week inside your refrigerator, and you have it on hand. You can easily use it, as well as you can go ahead and you can even, you know, eat it. So there you go. Thanks for tuning in. And before I go, I always like to say before I leave, thank you so much for all that you do. On behalf of your friends, family, and loved ones, thank you. You do so much for your family, friends, and loved ones, and sometimes we're not able to tell you thank you like we want to, or tell you how much we appreciate all the hard work that you do. So on behalf of them, I do want to say thank you, because you could be doing so much other things with your time, but instead you decide to care about what goes inside of our mouths, as well as our health, as well as everything. We appreciate you, we thank you, thanks, and God bless. One more thing. Make sure you date your stuff. I put on the date on there, and then for me, my family knows, I go ahead and I circle it. I don't know if you can see it very well. It says 7D. I'm letting my family know what circled is how many days it should be good. So I put 11/26/14, and I put on there 7D, which means 7 days. So after 7 days, I'll just check it out and see how it looks or whatnot. But at least a week inside of the fridge.